Hello, everyone, and welcome to Engineer's Edge, a podcast by I²IT. We are here to answer your queries related to engineering as a career option. Right from what is engineering, how one should pursue it, what is the admission process, what are the technological advancements, and right till placements. We are here to answer everything. Today, we got a very interesting topic for you. You might have heard this word, hackathon. Yes, hackathon is quite a buzzing word and it's quite popular among the youth. Today we have with us Professor Sonal Patil from IT department. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Minal.
Okay, so like I mentioned that we are going to talk on hackathon. I believe you might have witnessed quite a few hackathons in your life being an engineer. Okay, so can you tell me what is exactly a hackathon?
This hackathon is a collaborative project mainly used to solve the creative problems, real world problems, and in which all the software development will be there, hardware hackers will be there, and some data analysis will be there through that real world problems. So, this is basically hackathon.
Hmm. And why is it gaining so much of popularity among the students?
Yeah, nowadays students are seeking very knowledge from all these types of hackathons. So mainly students are nowadays they are focusing on network building. So how they can expand their networks. Second thing it is how to build the team. That is a collaborative learning, collaborative working. Next thing it is a creative skill because main thing is what a hackathon is nothing but a time constraint and collaborative nature of this hackathon encourage students to think about the real world problems creatively and give the optimal solutions. So that's what I mean. Students are looking as an opportunity to these types of hackathons nowadays.
Okay, so in this hackathons, uh, external faculty, or I would say, do industry experts give the problem statement, or students come up with the problem statement?
Yeah, in most of the cases, they will open up with the challenges which are faced by entrepreneurs or which are faced by some industry persons and even though the students and the academicians also. And one agencies like a Smart India Hackathon and some different hackathons, they will just collect all these real time problems from the society and they will frame the problem statement and to get optimal solutions from different mindsets I would say. So they will launch these problem statements openly to the public. So I would say we can take the concept popularly knowing as a Smart India Hackathon. So this concept basically launched by the Ministry of the Education and Government of India, and they usually launch the problem statements faced by different sectors. So I would
Across
say,
India.
yeah, across India, like agriculture, what type of agriculture sector is facing the problems, then some in terms of medical issues as well. So these are the problems statements or the challenges issued by that all different sectors will be captured by some experts. They will frame the problem statements and they will just launch for optimal solutions and multiple solutions.
So, like you mentioned, Smart India Hackathon.
Yeah.
Are there any other hackathons like this? So, could you name a few?
Yeah. So there are a few more hackathons. They are widely launched by different agencies. One is NIT hackathons, IIT hackathons are there. Microsoft also launch different hackathons. In that case, they just launch the different innovative problem statements using their own tools. Suppose Microsoft Incubation Cups, they will just launch this particular hackathon by using their own tools. They expect the audience to give the solution. So similar basis, Google development groups also they launch some kind of hackathon. So in that case, usually they use Google tools to solve these problems. And nowadays, one more interesting hackathons entrepreneurs are coming up with it. So there are so many people, so they are going into startups, entrepreneurs, and incubation centers. So they have come up with a hackathon in which they are launching their challenges, what they are facing in startups, yes, in startups, in entrepreneurship, and in innovations. And so they will just conduct all that hackathons, and they will get multiple solutions. And by discussion among them, among all that entrepreneurs, they will just identify the optimal solutions for their problems. So I can say this is a win-win situations for students as well as for the entrepreneurs.
So is it like only students can participate in hackathons, or is it open for professionals also?
Yeah, this is open for professionals also. I mean, marketers, entrepreneurs, some designers also involved in these kinds of hackathons. Smart India Hackathon, previously they used to launch only for the software. Nowadays they have come up with the hardwares also, and also the data analysis.
Okay.
So this is open for designs. I would say architectural designs. So that is more demanded. Actually, I mean, how to solve that problem. So in IT, in computer, we have that flow chart. Yes, yes. So flow chart is nothing but that is a workflow or process flow to solve that particular problem.
Yes. So, like you mentioned, a couple of hackathons over here. So, is the process for participating in this hackathon same, or does this vary?
Uh, it is, I would say that these are the like some steps are similar. For example, first of all, we have to just notice all that problem statements launched by the different agencies.
So, different agencies launch it on their website.
Yes.
So, one must need to be aware that when these hackathons are opening up.
So, and then next is we have to identify the problem. First of all, we have to identify the domain. Suppose agriculture domain is there. Then identify the problem statement. Think on that problem statement. If at all you are enough capable to give the feasible solution for that problem statement, go for registration. Then they will provide us some PPT format. In that, just we have to give them some prototype idea of your topic. So how you are going to implement that particular idea. Then next step is idea implementation. Next step is presentation. Some hackathon they will ask us to submit the presentations online. So first stage will be online mode, scrutiny will be there. Some hackathons they will conduct scrutiny offline.
Okay.
So students or the participant has to explain about the solutions and the prototype or the proposed design, I would say. Next step is presentation will be there. Next step is judging. So whenever there will be a direct round, offline round will be there. So in that case, all these judges that may be a expert in that particular domain, some industry expert will be there, some academician will be there, and some ministry persons will be there.
Okay. Ministry too is involved.
Yeah, yes. Ministry will also involve. Ultimately, I mean, these kinds of solutions funded by government agencies. So, absolutely, the government is also involved in such kind of discussion, rather. And at the end of this thing, student will be able to connect with the industry person. That is a big achievement for student is networking.
Correct. Yes. So it's not only you get to participate in such a big event, but networking is it could be really beneficial for them.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So have you ever participated in such event?
Yes, ma'am. I have participated in Smart India Hackathon 2023
Okay. As a faculty or as a mentor?
as a mentor. Yeah. And in Smart Money Health Hackathon 2023, actually SPHH was organized by I²IT's, and that was especially for the medical problems. So what medical problems like small to and large scale medical problems are facing, and what type of solutions we are expected. So that was basically for SPHH, Smart Money Health Hackathon, and it was collaborated with the I²IT's medical company. And I also participated as a mentor in Smart India Hackathon 2023, and my team got clear 3 round. We reached up to the grand finale.
Oh, wonderful.
There we were appreciated for our idea pitching. So our topic was vegetation encroachment. So that is nowadays a big issue, how this vegetation is going, and which is creating problem to the power lines. And vice versa also, I can say. I mean, power lines are also how they're hampering the forest. So we have provided them optimal solution. And I should appreciate the AICT and the SIH collaboratively. This year, I mean in 2023, December, what they have come up with the new idea, that is Idea Boot Camp. They launched new idea, that is Idea Boot Camp. Who were the participants in grand finale at various locations all over the world, all over the India. There, who are the winners? Except the who are the participants, they are given chance to pitch their ideas in front of entrepreneurs.
Oh, wonderful.
In front of startup persons. And that was also 1 week program. My team promoted, pitched their idea in front of one group. Yeah, entrepreneurs. And they got well appreciated by the team. And that they are Kumavat Builder Group from Bhubaneswar, and right now they are into uh, actively participating in my topic. Yeah, how to proceed with this particular topic and how to enhance this particular as a business model.
Okay, that's really great. I mean, students are getting more opportunities, and everyone, the industry people are noticing students.
Yes.
So that is really nice. So when you were working as a mentor, definitely you would have guided them with your knowledge, your expertise. There might be certain challenges also you might have faced.
Yes.
I mean, common challenges. Like what I have heard is these hackathons stretch more than a day.
Yes.
So maybe how to stay awake, like as simple as how to stay awake till the night, and the lot of pressure, fatigue is there. So can you share us the common challenges what students face?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, these hackathons usually minimum is 24 hours, maximum is 72 hours. So throughout this hours, dedicated hours, student has to be alive, alive in the sense, alive in the sense, mind. All the time they have to, yes, be mindful, thinking all the time. So first challenge, like our students face, that is a time management. Second thing is difficulty in the technologies perspectives. Like I would say, I can share my own experience. So yeah, when we were trying to build our prototype for the vegetation encroachment, in that I will actually our input was satellite images, and it was very difficult to get that satellite images from government agencies. So like after so many thinking and thought process, I come to that particular point, why we are not going to calculate the height of the height of the trees, and whether they are harmful for the building, for the line of corridor, or some other else. Okay, so why not we are thinking about our campus?
Yes, I²IT's, a lot of trees.
IT is fully, I mean, green campus.
Yes.
So next next challenge was how to calculate the height of that trees, because we are having so many, almost 158 trees are there all around I²IT campus, and how to calculate the height of that thing. So then I incubated this idea in my students' mind. Why we are not taking as a sample height of our building? We know we have this much big infra, right? And we have this standard height of our building. Luckily we have power stations next to our campus. Again we have that height also. So these two height, we can take as a reference height. So just take a reference height and take a sun angle, in what type of sun rays are falling on that particular trace, and what type of shadows we are getting. So every time I tell students, "Okay, take a baby step of your project. Break your project in small modules. Yes, so this was a challenge for us, but student understood well how to break this particular project in a small module, again small module in baby steps. And then with the reference height, we could calculate the height of the trees which are located in our campus. So from this, so cumulatively all these ideas and all these different concepts will presented in the presentation, right? That was well appreciated by the panel members. So like I would say this is what I mean every mentor should involve in these types of hackathons to encourage the students.
Yes, and I guess students also seek that expertise from
Yes.
mentor, and they feel really happy when they get the desired solution.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. Um, Talking about the challenges we just mentioned about that solutions need to be realizable. Okay, so another challenge which pops up to my mind is when these statements are given. Okay, so when the students are brainstorming on what the solution we need to put forth, at that point of time, bringing in the creativity and innovation at the same time, is the solution feasible? So we need to strike that balance between being a feasible solution and how innovative it is. So according to your opinion, how would you strike that balance, or what would you suggest students how to strike this balance between being innovative and developing a feasible solution?
This is very good question, Minal. Actually, I usually tell students, okay, first of all, try to understand the problem statement scenario. Then try to break down the objectives. So this is very important. So when you have framed your objective, that means you have framed your scope, right? Second thing is you have to define your features. There are multiple attributes. By considering that attributes, we have multiple solutions. So as we have to define the scope or objectives, then we have to define the features. Next thing is, as you have defined the features, you have to iterate and test that particular process by building a prototype, right? So you have to make a small prototype by considering that scope, extracting that features, and one major thing is you have made that prototype, but how you are going to test that, right? So you have to use more test cases, right? So for example, you have built some mathematical expression, right? So by applying some research and philosophy, you have built one mathematical expression. So how you are going to validate that expression, right? So here you have to use some test cases. So what the test cases means what? So to as a input, you have to give some cases you have to give 0 as input, right? So when I'll give 0 as input, what will be my expected output, right? Some you have to give as a minus input. If at all I'm giving minus integers to my expression, what type of output I'm getting? So these are the different test cases. Then only I can say, okay, whenever you are executing all these different test cases, that means your prototype is optimized, is ready to solve all types of input. So this is issue, right? So first thing is you have to define your objectives, define your features. Third is iterate and test. Fourth most important is take a
Feedback
from potential user.
users. Okay.
Who is your potential end user of your product? Right? Take the feedback from them. And collectively you have to decide whether there is a need of some modification or some upgradation in my prototype. If at all yes, then you should be very flexible to edit or modify that prototype. So these are the some, I can say these are the some tricks. Just we have to balance in between innovation and the flexibility during participation in the hackathon.
Okay, so however, do we get that much amount of time to like design and prototype and then get a feedback? and because after getting feedback only, then we come to know, is this solution feasible or not.
Yes.
Like as you mentioned, we just have 24 hours.
Yes.
Yes, so is it possible to fit everything in that amount of time?
First thing is, this is a collaborative teamwork.
Okay.
Right. So here, technologically integrated characteristics should be there in each and every participant, team member. Okay. Second thing is, at the beginning of when it will go for offline hackathon competition, before that we'll get more than 15 days, 15 days to 3 weeks. Okay. So they will not immediately, I mean, they will ask us to go for the solutions. They will give sufficient time. You have to frame the particular ideas, right? How we are going to approach this idea, what type of a technology we are going to deal with, and yes, ultimately we need some industry professional helps also. So usually I connect all these students to my network.
Yes.
So there are so many friends in industry, they are working in different platforms. So usually I connect these industry professionals with the students, because again industry persons, they are again having their different mindset to see towards that particular problem statement.
Correct.
And give the solutions.
Their approach is also
Yes,
different.
Yes, approach
Yes,
is absolutely different.
different. Correct. Um, whatever the input I'm listening, this idea is quite fascinating to me, and I wish I would have participated in hackathon. But what I feel is, again, there are certain common myths regarding hackathon. People think, or like particular students think, that it is a job of a brainy people. So what are the, I just want to know from your side, that what are these common myths which is there in student, and how they can navigate through it?
Yes. Actually, students always they think this is only for programmers.
Yes. One of the
Yes, this is not actually only for the programmers. This is for the marketers, entrepreneurs, and I would say the designers, architecture
Yes, you
designers.
mentioned earlier.
Yes. So another point, usually they think, no, if at all I have participated in hackathon, I have to have that prize, first, second, third, whatever the prize. So student least bother about the rest of the things, whatever they have achieved during all this hackathon process. But there is a big thing they will achieve, that is collaborative learning, thinking, and creativity, and building the network. And ultimately, output of this is resume building.
Yeah, this adds to your
Yes,
resume.
And ultimately, these students are helping themselves to sustain in the IT industry.
Correct. Yes. So obviously we are getting more exposure, and yes, as you mentioned, that it adds to the resume, and it's create visibility among the recruiters, and definitely it is helpful to those people who want to go for entrepreneurship. So yeah, wonderful. You mentioned that SIH hackathon. Yes. So was it conducted at I²IT?
Yeah. Smart India Hackathon 2023 was conducted in the I²IT campus for stage 1.
Stage 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the beginning, so they this time what they did, I mean, they launched all these scrutiny at the institute levels, and I²IT was one of the institute to scrutiny at the stage 1. Again, so I²IT conducted Smart Pune Health Hackathon.
Okay.
So
More than that.
yes, more than that. Then Geometric Technathon was conducted in 1819.
Okay, wonderful.
Then internal Smart India Hackathons conducted twice. Then internal faculty members, everybody, management, they support all the students to go for different types of hackathons. So one student achieved 1 lakh prize in easiest hackathon. Yeah. So it was innovation and challenges. And student won the prizes in Barclays also. Um, Also, the I²IT promotes students, encourage students to present their papers overseas. So Some of the students from the ENTC department, they presented their papers in IEEE conferences in Bali, Malaysia, and Paris. The students who presented paper in Paris, they won the best paper presentation award. Yeah, so usually I²IT promotes all these kinds of hackathons and some innovations and challenges also.
Yeah, it's good to know, when your college and teachers support students to participate in different types of events, definitely it helps them in the long run. Yes. So moving towards our last question, Sonali, what would be one advice you would like to give to our audience, or specifically to the students who wish to participate in hackathon?
I would say everybody, every students, you should participate. Um, uh, Not only as a programmer, you can participate as an audience also. You will get so many things to learn, and your focus should be on learning, collaborative, and creativity. So this is like my suggestion to everybody. Okay, look this hackathon in terms of this creativity and innovations.
Okay, that was wonderful. So thank you, Sonali. You have taken out time. I know there are exams are scheduled. Thank you for making this. It was lovely speaking to you, and I hope you also enjoyed this conversation as much as I've done.
Yes, thank you, Minal. I also enjoyed this station. Yeah, thank you.
So friends, I hope you too have enjoyed watching this video. If you want to know more about this regarding hackathon or regarding the engineering as a career option, you can check our website. You can see the social media handles running. You can get in touch with us through our website, through email or a phone call. We are here to help you out. So with this, thank you very much. Have a good day.